Hey, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about some mindset, maybe answer some questions Josh might have. I was telling him he was annoying yesterday, so we probably have to do some therapy to start this session off.
It's okay. I only thought about it from the moment I came home, when I went to bed, in my dreams last night, and in the shower this morning. Like, really that annoying when I spar? Jeez.
Well, that mindset, like what you're thinking, you're just thinking totally about yourself. You're trying to work all your technique and you're not letting the other person work.
I didn't even
Sparring's a
know.
mutual thing, unless you just want to do an ass kicking.
No, because I usually am on the receiving end of that, so I don't want to. But I mean, just trying to think about letting them work. I don't know. It's just hard enough for me to see what's going on. I don't even know how to think for the other person yet. Like my mind's not even there. That's
Yeah, you're trying to make so
I,
much things work. I mean, it's tough um, to put everything together, but letting the other person kind of have some mutual work.
mm,
By coincidence, one of the newer assistants was running a class because one of the black belts was on vacation, and I made a comment because it was everything we were talking about. I'm like, we're doing this in the advanced class by chance today, and we're doing offense defense. You guys are just doing some slow touch sparring, 10-20% speed and power. And they were just going, kind of crazy, out of control, trying to sneak things in. And I made the comment, that's why I like offense defense, because it takes some of the pressure off of
yeah.
each guy, girl, of going, trying to sneak something in. And if you're just working your defensive skill, but you also got to let that person work their offensive skill. If you're always going too fast and accelerating, the other person's, not realizing that they're missing. I see a lot of people defend things that are actually missing, just trying to make that work. So just slowing it down, slow it down. It's where um, I was talking before we get on. I've been thinking for a bit about slowing down the belt progressions. I think it's great to see your progression, and that's one of the harder things as a school owner. Of you want to keep people interested and keep them engaged and showing their progression, but at a certain point, sometimes it's you just got to buckle down, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to take you longer. So really, here at RMSDF, we're thinking about bringing those things up, as we go, because getting to that, as Malcolm Gladwell, I think I said Gladwell. I can self check somewhere. I had a note on that guy um, of who wrote that book, Outliers, that 10,000 hours to reach mastery. So, you start to adjust that and look at, okay, well, a master in most martial arts, fourth or fifth degree is kind of where that's at as a
Wow.
standard. So, how many hours does a black belt have? Even if you go 5,000, 3,000, how long does it take you
To get there.
to get to that level?
Well, let's think about it. If you do what the average person does, and they go just 2 days a week, there's 52 weeks in a year. That's 104 potential hours you could do in one year. Just 104, and it takes 10,000 to get there. That's a long time. It's a long
Yeah,
time.
that's a long time. I just threw up a quick chart I had ChatGPT do for us. If you're looking at that, um, 1 hour a day, 7 days a week, that's 27.4 years.
Holy smokes, that's a
And
lot.
that's 7 days a week, you
Yeah,
know?
that's doing every single day an hour a day, which would be fantastic
Yeah.
for your training. But
Yeah. And then you start to look at just being involved if you were like teaching, 4 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's still 8 hours, or sorry, 8 years to reach
I
that
know,
10,000 hour mark.
right?
That it is quite a bit of time to get there. Let me throw the other one up there. It might be good for comparison while we've got these guys up on the stage here. And, there's 5,000 to 10,000 hours, and the difference of just the two. just to try to get to that 5,000 training hours. Now you're at 24 years to get at 2 days a week, 3 days a week, five
Right.
days a week, you know,
And we're assuming you remember
more
everything for 24
realistic.
straight years.
A lot of our black belts, end up around that, 9, 10 year mark. But that's 5 days a week right there, all the way to the
Wow.
right on that chart. So, some people might look at that as daunting, but, do you want to get to that level? So
Yeah.
bringing them down, more realistically is a much harder thing to be thinking of, right?
Right. And it also shows you the dedication you have to have. I mean, if you want to do it, do it. Like, make it happen. Right. This is the thing that makes you better as a person. It just shows you how hard it is to do and to how rewarding it is once you get there. But you got to put in the hours.
Yeah, definitely going to take some time to get there, and that's where I'm thinking of redoing, what we have, and just upping it even, just another 5 hours on, some of our basic belt levels, that just adds up, right? It just adds up. And, people try to push it sometimes. We always say that's the minimum. So I think people just look at that minimum mark, and I can't get it through people's heads, even though, I joke, even I was just saying it as we presented a yellow belt in the TNT, our tweens and teens program, um, to the other white belts, hey, that's the minimum, guys. It's the minimum. Are you
Yeah.
striving for the minimum standard? And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are just going for the minimum standard.
Well, yeah, that's people, right? I mean, they want to put the minimum amount of work into something. And that seems to be everything we do. They want a really large result for the minimum amount of input. And it's just not going to happen that way. You've got to put in the time. What with my mindset is I just try to keep going. Like I don't you want to matriculate, you want to get there, but if you just keep going, I just want to learn day in and day out. The more I can learn, I want to be able to look at a technique and say, yeah, I've at least done that before. I could work my way through it, right? Just learn. I mean, I'm also a lifelong learner. I love education in that piece, which is why I love teaching so much. But being able to, it's kind of like going to college, but for my body. That's the way I see fitness and martial arts. It's educating my ability to preserve myself and protect myself. So it's like college number 3. Like I'm going to get another degree. It just takes now 30 years.
Yeah, it takes a whole heck of a lot of time. You talking there, it reminds me of my friend Tom that, reached, the pinnacle of football. He, made it to the NFL, and not only, made it to the NFL, but played in multiple Super Bowls. That he
Wow.
just loved the game.
Mm.
I love the game. And I think that's what it takes sometimes, if you don't really enjoy it, you're not going to make it to that upper level. You got to enjoy the training, enjoy, that benefits and aspects of training. Like, I'm getting in better shape. I'm physically better, more capable of defending myself, that you love it, that training time just flies by, so to speak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it takes dedication. People hate that word.
Yeah.
Discipline, dedication.
Just
So
I try to just take that kind of word away. I just keep telling them, just show up, right? Like walk in the door that day, especially the day you don't want to go into. Your mind's always going to tell you you shouldn't go in. There's always that little voice that's like, let's just stay here. It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll get it on Thursday.
yeah, I'll train
Right.
again tomorrow. Yeah.
No, just
Listen,
come in right now.
that was my lesson to the new fitness student the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, don't drink water during your workout. I don't know if we've talked about this one that much on the podcast, but I
Mhm.
kind of look at it as telling that voice to shut up. Like, yeah, of course, do you want to pace yourself? Do you need to hydrate? Yes, of course. But during that 20-minute workout, you don't need to hydrate. That's a little voice in your head saying, quit. I try not to listen to that voice. And of
Sure.
course, yeah, if you remember everything, she was trying to say to rationalize getting water. Well, I want to pace myself and this and that, and I need to drink water. It's the same thing. Oh, I can train tomorrow. I'll make it tomorrow.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, I'll do that tomorrow. And that goes with anything in life. It's not easy. I'm not saying any of it's easy, but in a workout, I just try to tell that little voice to shut up. The
I try
kids
not
might,
to.
what are you saying?
I try not to talk to that voice. I'll just start thinking of things. Like I'll just go through my day, and as I'm going through what I need to do and stuff like that, I'm just working at the same time. So I keep my mind on something else. Sometimes I don't even listen to music. I just do the work. That seems to be kind of it's kind of like it's relaxing. Sometimes if you can just put in the work and you're doing like a strength day or whatever, like you got to turn the workout into something that you need to do. It becomes part of your day. When you're done with it, like it gives you a sense of satisfaction. It really does. The mindset of
Yeah.
everything going into it. Don't even listen to the voices in your head. Just be in a zen state and just get through all of your stuff. Work hard and come out on the other side sweaty and happy.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm, thinking and pushing myself or picturing, sparring or whatever else or a bad scenario, and trying to push it there. Um, I hate running. I'll picture like running to a burning building to save a member of my family, to mend, like push it, go harder versus, you're saying like, don't think if, whatever works for you. But the biggest thing is like not listening to the voice in your head that's like procrastinating. I think strength is different than a Metcon workout
Oh yeah.
that, you got an intense, you're trying to get 5 heavy reps, that's, it's similar, but it's not like when you're breathing just so hard and dying in a workout
Yeah, and
to
you're
be
running again, you're coming back in,
pushing
then you're going
yourself
straight into
through.
push-ups. But yeah, again, I just try not to get in my head. I get caught in numbers. I'll just count out my stuff. I don't know. I like to find like this empty mind state and just let the body take over and just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Because I got nothing in my head saying stop. It's the way
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. At all. It's, the same thing. Cause I had told like, how many more rounds do we have to go? And just somebody else in the workout kind of just, they want to know, for all sorts of reasons. And it's like, who cares? Just keep going.
Going.
Sometimes, but, people are looking for that, oh, it's just 10 minutes more. It's just 5 minutes more, whatever it may be. I just try to shut it out. I mean, we all like, okay, you can use that. Okay, it's 10 minutes more. Okay, pick up the pace,
Hmm.
all those things. But a lot of times I just like not having a clock, different
Yeah, just
times
go.
to push. But, that little voice in your head pops up,
Hmm.
oh, I'm good. I'll make it tomorrow. Just tell it to shut up. I think
Yeah.
that's the
And
kids
it
always
goes
get.
beyond the gym. I don't know if you were planning on going this direction with it, but that little voice is also there saying, eat those donuts or make a bad food decision today. Get
Oh,
something
yeah, it's all
easy
the same,
versus
right?
putting in the time. They're all the same voice in everything I do. Even on laundry day, it's like, so put off laundry today. And can I do it tomorrow? It's always there. And you got to fight through it.
Yeah. I try to stay very routine. Like, this is the day.
Yeah.
It gets done today.
Yeah.
That's the day.
Mhm.
Stick to it. Definitely
Yeah.
with laundry. It's every Sunday.
Yeah. My
Um,
house too, right? When we know that we're going to be doing laundry for 2, 3, 4 solid hours just to get it done, get it out. All right.
Damn,
It's
how
so
much
easy.
laundry do you have? You're doing 4 hours of laundry? You have a lot of clothes.
Well, I go through a lot of I am not a particularly wonderful smelling person, so but you know what I'm saying, like, all those days you
Yeah.
wanna do the towels, and you do the bed sheets and all this stuff. Yeah, like, everything gets done, like,
Yeah.
you gotta find that routine, otherwise the voice says to you, "Just wait, you're fine. Just let's just watch that next Netflix series. We'll be good.
Yeah.
Get up."
I always say that voice is the little devil on your shoulder. It's the same voice, like, pace yourself. What, I need water. whatever it may be. And it's freaking hard. You fight that demon all the time. I'm constantly, shut up, don't let that voice creep in, like just keep going, keep going. I use fighting a lot in the workout to try to push myself. But yeah, and again, every day, you don't have to kill yourself. It's so different, but people get so caught up in, looking for the excuse. But I'm like, that's the same voice that says, eat the donut, have
Yeah,
another
fall
glass of
asleep,
wine,
take a nap.
take
I
a
don't know.
nap.
Sometimes naps are okay after a hard workout, so I might leave that one alone.
Well, you need your recovery. Just don't
Yeah.
nap during the workout, Josh.
No, I try not to. I've yet to been able to take a nap during any one of your workouts. I'm just going to say that. There's not been a single one where you're like, yeah, go ahead, go sit in the corner. That's fine. You want to, you want a
Just
little
lie down.
blanket too? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that'd
never
be funny.
happened.
So, yeah. You know what I'm sick of?
Me?
No, I'm not sick of you.
What?
Oh my gosh, just all it's insurance, health insurance, all that stuff. It is so annoying. And it's like one of those things that so many of us like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do?
The And there's that other little voice in your head mindset, like you've got all these things to do, and you have to start choosing what you're going to be doing, right? The mind can get real full of thoughts fast, and it's easy to get a bunch of conversations in your own going. Sometimes you just got to start going after those one at a time. One of those should always be a training and at least exercise all the time, because the benefits that you have long term just moving are huge. So don't listen to the voice. Get out there and do something. Keep the body going. We're all about health and wellness too. We want you to have a body that lasts a long time, which is why we do our fitness stuff. Like, you need to come in and just put in the time. I got a guy who's not a spring chicken anymore, we'll say, and he is still doing it, right? Because he knows the long-term benefits. So,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be crazy.
no,
Doesn't you just yeah, you have to it has to be sustainable that you can be working out when you're 80 years old.
yeah,
Plus, because you're going to be just so much better off than anybody else in your age bracket.
yeah,
So, but back to that, mindset of getting to, your next belt, whatever it may be. Um, it's just training and
yeah.
telling yourself, I can. I'm going to
I am.
any mantra that you can
Yeah,
come up with that works for you. You have to say it and repeat it over and over again, and don't let that little voice creep in and
yeah,
going, oh, it's pretty good. I did 2 hours, but if you start to look at 2 hours a week and how long that takes, it takes a significant amount of time to
yeah,
get there. It's, just putting in, 40-hour work week, in training hours that,
yeah.
at 2 days a week,
It's a lot of,
one, two training sessions an hour, even, our advanced peaceful warrior training for an hour and a half, that
yeah,
how long it takes you to get there, or if you're doing an AM session and a PM session, okay, I did 2 hours in a day, times 2 days a week, 3 days a week, you know 5 days a week, what it's going to take. You got to fight those obstacles, right? All the things that come up, injuries, working around injuries, um, being smart, going, that knee surgery, might put you out 6 months, but you put it off and now you cause yourself a whole lot more harm by putting something off. So I'm always not saying, you know, injure yourself. It's not, you got to take that recovery time, but sometimes it's just a matter of, you know, I've got an ankle injury. Okay. So maybe you're not doing a whole lot of stand up. What can you do to work around it to, let it heal, but you're still doing something? You don't go to zero, which, a lot of times people break their fingernail and
it
got
hurts.
to take 10 days off. I mean, how many your thumb injury,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
You kept aggravating it until I was like, Josh, you got to tape that thing up or use a hand wrap. And
Yeah.
support that thing. I'm like, you keep hurting your thumb. You got to take care of it, dude. You think it's good, but it's not, because just a little tweak re-injures it and it sets you back. By just, wrapping it, supporting that thumb, protect it as best you can, and, know things as you, oh yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. Ah!
Okay, well, maybe next time,
Wrap that
I
up.
forgot that was going to hurt. So people get in their own head. They
Yeah.
don't think they're good enough, and you got to fight that voice. This stuff's too advanced. No, it's not.
Just try it.
And it's a total beginner feeling to be like, oh, this class is too advanced. You're going, it's really not. It's just getting in your own head of going, I'm slowing down the class. Um, this stuff is too advanced, because you can break down stuff in our curriculum, slow and easy, and you can learn it. Being able to do it under pressure and other things. Yeah. I mean,
That's just
yeah,
time.
as a beginner, you just need more time, but you can, learn an advanced technique, and get fairly proficient at it in a drilling setting, especially when it's something that's not like super physical, like, we're just doing, somebody jumps on your back and wraps an arm around you, trying to choke you or whatever. It's a low probability thing. So it's an advanced, and it involves falling, and getting thrown. But, as we did that. What class was that?
Yesterday evening.
But though the little kids.
Yeah, I thought you just wanted to throw me.
Oh, that
Yeah,
too. I just want to throw you on the
yeah,
ground.
but they
No,
thought it looked cool, and but that's the thing, though. Is
but
that
what was their problem at, young and spry, we'll say. That's an old guy word. Their biggest problem was, right, physically they couldn't hold the person up.
yeah,
They had all those little problems of learning that technique, but they had fun doing it, and they
yeah,
saw where the progression went, because, we were even doing, just jump up on your partner, and we're letting them do it piggyback style, right? Can you just hold your partner up in piggyback? And, some of the kids are doing the whole dad thing, and they're squatting down. I'm like, no, make them jump
oh,
up. Like,
yeah,
half of
make
this
them
technique
work.
is jumping up, but they couldn't, actually jump up. So to get into piggyback, the kids are, you know, bending, squatting, bending
Mm,
over so the other kid can jump on their back. But, it's all good, because now they got to stand up, because the
yeah,
whole goal was, right, just stand like an
yeah,
oak tree, stand there tall with somebody on your back, without wavering down. I mean, how many kids just like crumbled after a
yeah.
couple?
I thought you were gonna make them do the koala thing, and then I realized I was like, wow, they can't even just hold the one person up. I mean, being able to crawl around that person while they're standing, and
Yeah, I
you made
was
the
gonna
advance.
make it. They couldn't do that stuff, so I didn't go to the koala
Yeah,
bear
yeah,
um, drill, and I figured you would die and probably squish a little kid falling off of me. So, as they love to be so close to the huddle up and demonstration in the little kids
I've yet
class.
to have anybody to hold me up as I got around the front. Now I may have been going a little fast, but
Yeah, because you're panicking and you're like, I got to do it as quick as I can,
no, I
right?
was panicking. I was trying to make my move. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Just keep moving. Oh, I
Uh,
had that one.
the last time we did an adult class, everybody's just, they're going so fast that they throw off. If you're going slower, it gives the other person, right? It's
Yeah,
you might be able to maybe get around there fast, but maybe
they
not.
can't
But you're
hold it.
shaking down the tree, because now
Yeah,
you got to try to keep that tree steady and help that person, because
the
it is,
speed.
yeah, you come around the front and you're pulling me forward, and you
Oh
don't
my.
realize what you're doing, because you're trying to go fast.
Yeah, if I'd gone
It's a
slower,
hard
like
drill.
you're saying, I would have
So,
gotten
a
over
lot of those things in our curriculum for advanced, you can learn them as a beginner, but people get into their own head. It's our biggest enemy. I mean, the world's tough enough with stupid people.
it. Ooh, can I mention something about the words you should use in your head? I don't want you guys using words that give you outs anymore. I should go train. I can go tomorrow. No, I am going to train is the word you're going to use.
Yeah,
I
you've got
am
to.
going to do it. It's happening now.
Yeah, I'm going to train. Like, oh,
There.
if I have time, I'm gonna go.
No, you're
You
going to
give
train.
yourself the out. You've got to just stick to it. And yeah, things come up. And family, there's those emergencies, but people can, more than likely, it's an excuse. Yeah, stuff happens. I know that. Um, but so many times it's just an excuse. It's just an excuse, and you just pop in your head and you rationalize it. It's just like our example yesterday in our Project Fit class. It's you know she's really good. She's got a ton to go in her fitness journey, but she's got the mindset, and wants to, like, I'm coming 5 days this week, like, I've got to get on
Yeah.
it. But how easily, oh, let me get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water. I need to pace myself. I need to hydrate. Um, I'm trying to think of something else she said that was just, trying to rationalize the rest. And I was giving her, don't listen to that voice. You don't need the water. You're going to be fine. My mouth is dry. So what? Like, especially for people in self defense, you
Mhm.
know, your mouth is dry. What are you going to ask the person for a timeout for a water break?
Let me get my hair, and I need some water.
Where's the water guy? I need the water.
We should do that.
My
Get
mouth
little
is,
squirting bottles, hit them like
yeah,
the football players do. That's
yeah.
not happening in a real world situation.
Since you got to quiet that voice and learn to quiet it. So, but we all go to those excuses, no matter what it is. And, you're going to progress further and be a better person if you can tell those voices to shut up the majority of the time.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
the
know,
majority, 80%. Mhm.
that's your majority.
Yeah, like
I thought it was like
that other
maybe,
20% wins, like, let's go get a pizza. And you're like, no, we shouldn't go get a pizza tonight. But
yeah, it's tough, but, um, I don't know. Stop making the excuse, I
just
think,
come
is
in
the
and train.
biggest thing.
It's the biggest thing you can do is just make that change in your head that I am going to do this now, today. It has to happen right now because you can't, it's never going to happen if it's always tomorrow. You can't live in tomorrow. You got to live in the day. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah. How good was your last class? I forget
Oof.
what martial arts conference I was at that somebody said that. Um, you're only as good as your last class. Teach that class like it's your last class.
Mhm.
Train in it like there isn't a tomorrow. You know,
Mhm.
but don't be stupid in your training. Like,
Mhm.
you do want to walk tomorrow because the odds say that you're going to have another training day. But
Yeah.
it's that whole thing: leave it on the floor.
Yeah.
Practice hard, give it your all. And it might be your all for that day. People get so caught up in some of those things. Well, give it your all. Well, that's where I'm at today. And it might not be my 100%, but I'm giving it my all by, just showing up like, hey, I'm just here. And you're
Yeah.
going through the motions, and let's just call it 10%. It's better than zero. And a lot of times when you get in there and you're just going through the motions, just to do it, whether it's a strength workout or a cardio workout, or you're sparring or just running through combatives, chances are you get in there and you're like, I am feeling better. A lot of times when I'm going through a workout by myself, or even in a class, I'm like, all right, I'm just going through the motions today. I just doing something. And then the majority of the time I'm able to pick it up, let's just say halfway through. You know what? I'm feeling good. I'm all right. That, so much was in my head, where it is very rare that I'll get into a workout and go, you know what? I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm calling it. Like, I'm just so depleted, that a lot of times you can just go through at that nice, easy pace, even when you're pretty darn tired,
Yeah.
or your stupid watch. Oh, yeah. I hate that stupid water bottle.
What's wrong with my water bottle?
Hold that up there. Yeah, that exactly right there.
What's wrong with
Sipping
it?
out of a straw. I think that's going to up you like 10%, maybe even 20.
Up me like in status? Of course it does. This is a status
If you,
symbol.
no, no, no. If, like, your fighting ability, if you stop sipping out of that little sippy straw
Mhm.
cup, you would be a 10 to 20% better fighter.
John, that's
I
just a little
think there's a
voice in your
study.
head.
I think there's a study that says if you drink out of that, you have like a 20% chance you're
Of being
of losing
awesome.
the fight, of losing
I'm
the fight.
awesome.
Of
Thing
you're
is amazing.
gonna
It's
be awesome.
insulated. It
It's
keeps me cool.
insulated.
I have to hydrate during these workouts. And frankly, that's just the little voice in your head saying that you just hate my straw. I hate the straw. You're jealous. That's what it is. Jealous.
I'm jealous of
Stressed.
your straw.
Mm. Plus,
That
if I
says it
fill it
right
up
there.
2 or 3 times, I get all my water for the day because you got to plan your hydration before you work out. Like that's a
Don't
thing to
change the
do.
subject, Josh. Don't change the subject. You just went
I
into
have
a
to.
whole
It's called
hydration.
deflection because I'm not getting rid of my
I
sippy
just
cup.
think they're a little
All
kid
right.
sippy cup.
So you called
They're
me
an adult
annoying to
sippy cup.
spar. I'm less of a fighter because of my sippy cup. It's just a
Yes.
straw. People on construction sites use this.
I'm just going to go dead air on that. I'm just going to let people ponder what they
Yeah,
think.
that's
And
fine.
hey, put a comment in the comments, whatever you're doing.
Because
Josh's
you know
sippy
I'm
cup, is
right.
that a
That thing
thumb
is
up
amazing.
or thumb down?
Oh, it's thumbs up. This is ice cold throughout the day. Yours is
I
just one
don't.
of
There's
those
nothing
plastic
to do with
bottles.
ice cold.
It's room
Has
temperature.
nothing to do with ice cold.
I love ice cold. That's a preference.
It's a preference.
It's a preference. It's not even a
Yeah,
voice
I
in
don't
my
like
head.
ice
It's
cold
like,
water.
I don't care.
So only on a super occasions, but usually I just drink it room temperature.
So
Like
good.
hopefully the room's not 100 degrees, but in
Yeah.
there, I don't know, Joshua.
It's all right. I'm
Uh,
gonna stick with it. I'm gonna keep it in my little corner over there, and I'm gonna sip on
I,
cool water through the whole
I
workout today
almost
now.
I almost took it away from you on uh, your citizen defender class yesterday.
But I was so sweaty.
I know you kept coming over there and sipping out of that straw. I'm like, I'm gonna punch him in the face
Well, I was.
or steal his sippy cup. I
Why
didn't
are
do
you?
either one because I'm
I,
nice, Josh. I'm
how
nice.
do you tell HR?
I
Yeah,
t- I
John
took
keeps taking
I
my
told
cup
that I was
away.
like, I just had to stop listening to that voice in my head. Yeah. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't steal a sippy cup. Don't
why
throw
would
it
you
out the
take it?
window.
I just wanted my water.
I know.
It's just water.
Yeah, maybe I'll just take the straw.
No, because it doesn't work if you take the straw.
I know. You're gonna
I
have to
want
figure
my
out, take the
water.
lid
Like, you
off and
can't take
drink it
my.
like a
This
freaking
is not a
man.
negotiation. This is mine, and I'm keeping it.
Drink it like a warrior. Like, look right there.
Through a straw. Warriors can't
Not
use
through a
straws.
warrior. No, warriors did not have
Oh,
straws. There was
what about the
no
ones that got their
straws.
jaws busted up and they can only eat through a straw?
They died.
They don't. Holy
They
crap!
died.
No, it's not going away. Like that's I'm I'm gonna
I'm
start a
thinking of
social.
I saw I was going through my Instagram feed, which I try to not look at all, but except for what my wife or somebody from the gym or a friend sends me, and just like get off. Like that's my timer. Like okay, try not to scroll up like on looking at their reel that they sent me. If you make
Yeah,
the mistake of scrolling up, you're like, oh, that's not what they sent me next. You have to go
yeah.
back to the little whatever message thing. But there was a dad. I actually like scrolled up, and there was a dad sitting like, I know it was like when dads get mad or whatever, when dads lose it, whatever it was. So I was like, what's this dad gonna do? I'm sucked in already. And the kid is at the kitchen counter doing the whole no, you hang up, no, you hang up with the girlfriend.
Oh dear
No,
God.
you hang up,
Yeah, no,
no,
you
you.
hang up
And
first.
the dad was just came and just grabbed the phone from the kid and just starts hammer fisting crap out of the phone. It was freaking awesome. And the wife was like, whatever his name is, Jack. What?
Oh,
I
what are you
was like,
doing?
freaking awesome. That's what I feel about the sippy cup. I might just take the baseball bat. Just
I don't think I can come in today. Like, if there's
oh,
going to be violence with the baseball bat against my sippy cup, I can't put it in harm's way.
you can't put it
You
in
know?
harm's way.
No, I can't. Like, I'm just gonna stay here. Little voice in my head just said, "Take the day."
Take today.
Take the day. Just take
Take
the
the day
day.
off today. Take the day off. It might be worth it. Yeah.
It might
There's
be
a
worth it. That's so scary when you see that. I really don't want to come in now.
yeah, because the next thing up, I'm like, oh, what's up there? I need some humor after Josh's sippy cup traumatization. Was Cartman losing it? I almost sent it to you. I think I sent you a couple on Instagram, but one was like, I'm like, oh, he's gonna take it the wrong way. Because then it just if you listen to the whole thing, it goes beyond like uh when you blow up at work or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
there's a couple of funny ones I sent you, but Cartman just losing his crap in the lunchroom.
Oh, all right, I'll watch it. I never
uh
watched a lot of South Park, so I want to see. I think Cartman's hilarious.
oh my god. Southman. I just saw like but I don't know who did it or had it, but Butters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny. And he
Yeah.
was I think it was Cartman probably said that uh, girls have to face the same way when they go to the bathroom, no matter what.
I saw that
Did
one.
you see that? Did I send you that one? Yeah, I
Does
sent you
that
that
turn
one.
around?
And Butters is like, but what? You got a nice shelf for your comic book? And the
And you have
handle's right
another stick?
there. God,
It's
he's
like,
so funny.
oh my God. Well, this is really embarrassing.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
Oh, it's so
So,
funny. Yeah.
hey, I guess if it works for you, it works for you. So, listen, guys, mindset. My big point here is quiet that voice in your head. You know, it's a big enemy of ourselves, of just, you know, going, I can train tomorrow, I can do it, and rationalizing, you know, training, whatever it is. And, you know, sometimes you realize that you truly love it and you want to make more time for it. But to reach that, you know, elite standard, it's going to take you quite a bit of time at, you know, 2 hours a week, you know, and, you know, upping it and looking at it from a realistic standpoint because, you know, I don't want false confidence. And that's something we've been, you know, pushing on our advanced belts is that knowledge. It's just not being a dumbass, you know. You want to know the reason behind it and not just be a follower and be like, oh, I just kick you in the groin. That's Krav Maga. I'm like, you know, freaking get Krav Maga whatsoever. You know, when people are like, oh, Krav Maga is just gouge him in the eyes or whatever, kick him in the balls. And there's so much more to it
Yeah.
in any system because, you know, just the legal aspects of it.
Yeah.
But the voice in our head is, you know, can be a terrible thing and it can be an awesome thing if you use the power of your mind to be better at something, you know, positive imagery, like see yourself throwing really good punches. Like, and that's why we're always on our upper belts and coaches, like they're role modeling you. That's the image that they have in your head. And you have a bad punch, they're role modeling you. So you've got to just train more, as you were saying, but you know, use the power of your mind. You know, spend an hour training session just running scenarios in your head, just seeing yourself working the technique. Yeah, of course you can do it shadow boxing, but you can do that on an airplane. You can do that, you know, driving to
All the time.
school,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. You know, zooming out on a, you know, a meeting or zoning out on a meeting at work. Don't get fired. But you
Sorry, I was
can,
zoning out. What?
what were you thinking about your sippy cup?
I was thinking about how to get a bigger sippy cup. Honestly, I was thinking how to get the biggest, most obnoxious one.
Oh, I saw a
Bring it in
pretty,
like,
I saw a pretty big giant one
oh
the other day. I think it was a Murdoch's. They might have had a big,
yeah,
but
Murdoch.
it was manly. I'm going to say that
Hold on.
it was
Did that
manly.
straw?
Josh, there is nothing to do with the straw that's manly,
But
except
you, well,
spitballs. Can we do some? What's some other manly things with a straw? I
nothing
could
that we could
gouge
say
you
in
in the
good
eye with it.
company.
I don't want to know what you're thinking there because I don't know what you're thinking. You can
Just
tell
making
me
stuff up.
later.
I'm getting a bigger. I'm getting a bigger sippy cup.
All
I'm getting a bigger
right.
sippy cup.
We're getting up there on what I try to call a timeout on this thing. If anybody's made it this far, freaking hats off to you. Good Lord. I don't know if I
I
like
know.
this podcast. I don't like podcasting.
Then why do you make me do it every week?
You made me do it because you told me it would be good for the gym.
It is. It's good for you, John.
It's good. Yeah, it's good because I don't like doing it. And
The voice in your head says, I gotta do
Josh is going to be mad at me. He's going to be holding his sippy cup extra long
it. This is a
today. But
punching
no,
sippy
it's,
cup.
I guess if you take the straw out of it,
Just wrap this thing up.
just wrap it up. Hey,
Just
listen, guys, we have a win a t-shirt thing going on our back to school post that we did. It's also advertised, but we've got the links. I put them in all our social media. They should be out by now. I'm pretty darn positive. They're on our band app that you can make a comment, share it on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and get entered in where like any of those comments, we're just going to do a randomizer and draw a third comment, the fourth one, so
sure.
and just do it randomly that way, but one from every platform. So you do it on all three platforms, you get three chances to enter. If you make multiple comments, you're going to get multiple entries into it. And you get to pick your t-shirt off our online store, shop.rmsdf.com. We got those new penguins. I was wearing my penguin shirt yesterday. All the little kids really liked it. And I didn't put it on the TV for whatever reason. Whenever I did the gym TV advertisement, I didn't put the little kid penguin shirt on there. It must not have been done yet. And I didn't animate it. So I might animate the kids one for especially my little preschool, kindergarten, those first graders, those little boys, they really like the penguin, but I think they like the tough penguin. But, for me, I was doing the nice penguin because I thought it was mom friendly, but hey, you can get the big adult penguin. Doesn't matter. I think I have those in kid sizes. So that's a good way to support the podcast, get on there and, suckless.co, our supplements, one of our members like, oh, I ran out of creatine. I'm like, hey, we've got creatine on the Suck Less store.
Yeah,
oh, my husband's responsible for that. I'm like, well, he's one of my black belts. I'm going to have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Get it on auto ship, and creatine's creatine. Really, like some people, get got better results and we get our brand, and that's fine. Hey, I don't really care. It's just a little, try to side income here, but that really helps support our podcast because we're not making jack shit unless you buy something off one of our stores, right?
So buy something.
Buy something, share this with a friend, share some of our other podcasts. This one sucks.
Suck less, train more.
Train more, try to podcast more, you'll suck less at it. But push yourself through it. That's I think this is an example of just do it. I didn't really want to do it. Thinking mindset and that type of stuff this week, that's I guess what we're gonna freaking talk about. Besides, I'm sick of a lot of shit in this world, and what the hell can you do about it except rise up, grab a pitchfork, because these freaking big giant companies and the elitists are just killing us. This insurance, you guys,
my pitchfork. I want one now. Let's go.
I'll get you one.
Don't. We'll talk.
We'll talk. Yeah, something. I don't know. What are we supposed to do? I don't know. We've got to all get together, rise up against these big, giant freaking companies. It's ridiculous. These insurance companies being one of them, and you got every other big corporation that doesn't give a darn about you. Like airlines, they don't really care.
Sounds to me like somebody's going to be traveling. So, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I just got back from traveling.
I hate airlines. I hate flight experience, man.
And they're like, yeah, what else are you going to do? Go to the cheaper airline? And, like,
you're not going to get there airline? 3 weeks.
They don't care.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, your flight's delayed. Oh, well. So, all right.
Cool.
We're now pushing 44 minutes and 34 seconds. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you've got show ideas, let us know. We're also thinking about bringing on, we haven't done a guest in a while, doing this whole series on the ClearSky self-defense and fighting system. And you can train online right there, ClearSky.Training, and you can train with us in Castle Rock, Colorado at rmsdf.com. So share it, but just get in there, do something, guys, make yourself a little bit better every day.